I am praying every day for all parents all over the world to change their mentality positively. There are some certain mistakes that parents are making that are all fully responsible for all the terrible things our children are doing in the society today. Oh, and one of it is not considering what the child is thinking or feeling. Many parents, because they believe that they have to work hard to provide to their family, they hold on to that domain of working hard, struggling by all possible means to provide financially only. That is, if you ask, gather 10 parents and you ask, at least 8 parents will say their responsibility is to provide to the family. Yet, that is our responsibility. Provide what to the family? And many of them will say, provide food, provide money, pay their school fee, pay their hospital bill. And when you do all this, then who is now responsible for bringing the child up morally to a good moral standard? Who is responsible? Many parents do not know that that is their own responsibility. And then they turn to be being busy every blessed day, searching for money, searching for food. And ignore everything that the child is talking, the feeling of the child, the thinking of the child. And that is why today we are having children doing that have departed from their vision, from the purpose in which God created them. Because at that little age, the parents were supposed to identify if they were having, considering the thinking of that child, they could have identified the talent of that child. And that is why, because they have failed in this issue, they are the one now sitting. When the child is about to finish a primary school, they would now be thinking of, okay, this child will become a doctor. They are the one saying it without it taking into consideration what have been running through the mind of that child. And that most of the things that children usually experience when at age 2, right up to age 9, are mostly the thing that usually run their brain is what they want to become. Deep in them, what God sent them to become. And then if you focus on identifying all those things, involving them in all kind of activities in order to identify that which they have serious passion in it, and always think of new ways to make that better and to convince their parents, you will know that that is their talent. But many parents do not know this, and they miss this period. And then after now, they will be the one to be deciding what the child have to be. Many fail to even pay attention to the feeling of that child. And that is what we are having story today. That an uncle have been raping the child for many days, many years, without the parent being aware. Because each time the child want to mention this thing is happening, you hear statement like, don't worry, it is not a big deal. I will listen to you after. Wait this. And the uncle or the cousin is there convincing the child that what we are doing, everybody, is normal, without you knowing, because you pay little attention to. A child is in school being abused by others, but you, the child is struggling to say it to you, but you are busy searching for money and what to provide to them. We have parents have to pay attention to our child. Do not say it's still a little child. No, nobody. If a child may make a mistake or do something, know that the child saw it somewhere, either on television or from a neighbor or from somebody around. And then you have to pay attention. Why this? And if that is not a good behavior, make sure you eradicate it immediately. Do not just say it's still a little child. When you grow up, we will know from who. And that is the mistake we are. The brain is like a computer. When it enters, you have to store inside there. You have to delete them. And many of the things entering the brain of our children today are viruses. And when they will grow up in the long run, they will damage the brain and the mentality and everything. So we, parents, have to pay attention to our children thinking and feeling.